What up, folks? Welcome back to ULTRAZILLA Toys, and today I have a review of the Marvel Legends Mysterio. Alright, our next figure up from the lizard wave, we have Mysterio. Definitely, a character, for me, that deserves his doing his own review here. It's not a bad figure, Some things are off, but not off, but a little odd. We'll take a look at that. But yeah, Mysterio is classic Spidey character. So definitely glad to have gotten him as part of this wave. Definitely one I want to keep. There's some really cool stuff. Like, man, those are some really nice effect parts. A little bit different than the prototype showed. They showed this coming up a little bit more, not coming out. But I feel like there's a bunch of ways you can display this. But before we do, let's do our size comparisons. Here is the lizard, the aforementioned lizard. See how they scale together. And here we have Pizza Spidey for your main battle there. How about if we cross universes to DC Multiverse Batman? See that? I will cross into the TV verse with the Atom, so you can see that. And one more figure here of Voltec Venom. You can see that, and that'll be our size comparisons for this one. We don't have to get too crazy. So let's take a look at these effect parts next. Oh, let's see if he can stand. Okay, yeah, he wants to lean back. He might fall down. It's one of the problems with this. So let's take a look at these. These are really nice. Now, I don't know, I'm a little foggy. It's kind of foggy. With the Mysterio lore as time went on. I don't really, and to tell you the truth, I don't even recall, aside from aesthetic, the fishbowl, the cape, the eyes on the cape there, the buckles, like, I don't remember a lot about him, and it feels like this is maybe a more modern Mysterio and what they've been doing. I'm oblivious to it. I really don't know about it. So I don't know what a lot of it means, but I do like that there's like this like Lovecraftian vibe to him now. I love like these Leviathan or whatever tentacled beast here. So the Cthulhu-ish, amongst this like green smoke. It's really nice. I really like it a lot. Whatever is happening here, this is one of the neatest little effect pieces from Marvel Legends I think we've gotten in a while. So I like that a lot. And this one's all smoke, all like swirly, like living like smoke, if you like. And there's more like Leviathan-esque tentacles going on. Really nice looking. This really feels like it just jumped off the page, I feel like, I like it a lot. And you saw I had it on the foot there. The bottoms are a little flat, so you can put it like in front or in back, however you want, like however you can finagle it. As far as it going on the arms, I guess you could do it as well. I'm not sure if that's really what you're supposed to be doing with that, but you can do it. I do like it at the feet. I think it looks the best. So they're really nice, no doubt. Now let's bring in Mysterio. So, I mean, like the first thing I was saying before, like the feet definitely do have a little bit of we'll start at the feet, a little bit of hard time standing. The articulation it doesn't kick forward as much as you'd want. And I don't know, something loosey-goosey about it a little bit. You can see right there, the boot cut. It's this foot that's giving me the problems, I feel like. So, there you go. And looking at the sculpt of the boots, I do like this piece. It does have that swirly plastic that's been, like, ever present in a lot of my reviews over the last week. But it doesn't look bad here. The hands have that same thing going on there. It kind of lends to the whole vibe. Hands have really splayed out here. This is more of a holding hand for this hand. And then these gauntlets are beautifully done. I love all that detail. And there's a wash in there, so very, very nicely done there. The rest of the body is this like kind of squared, checkered, you know, quilted look to it, which is very classic looking. I dig it. It's on a pretty standard looking Marvel Legends book, but you know, they did sculpt right into all of that, and that looks good. It gives it off the proper look. The cape looks very nice, really, really nicely done. I don't know if we've seen this cape before with the extra molding on the front, but it's pretty neat. I mean, you could see them using this again for a new Magneto if they make it. So, and then the front looks good. I really like those eyes there, sufficiently creepy, done in that metallic purple. Looks really good. Then you got the big old fishbowl or like astronaut helmet. And it's nice and like, you know, it's kind of foggy, gives that fog effect, which is really cool because you can't see inside. There's like a skull head in there. We're going to look at that, which is neat. There's something about, you know, Mysterio that I, from when I was a kid, didn't ever see. So I like that idea. And it also kind of makes it feel like, and I like how my two lights are shining right at his eyes. It makes it look like you can see like glowing eyes in there. That's pretty funny. But it works well because it's kind of frosty, and that's good. So if you take it off, and we will take it off here. You got this very creepy skull head with the tentacles running through it. I don't know what the deal here is with that, but it's a nice translucent head, and it looks incredible. The sculpt is really nice, and again, these tentacles coming through the mouth and then through the eye. Wow. Very nicely done. This steals the show. And I wouldn't even like ever display it like this, but knowing that's in there is really cool, guys. Really, really cool. One of the coolest things I've seen on a figure in a bit. So that's awesome. Let's do articulation now. Okay, now that we got all through the sculpt of the whole thing. And paint-wise, there's really not much going on besides this. So, head is on the ball joint and a hinge at the neck. You get a good range of motion. Even with all those tentacles, it is soft plastic, so it doesn't really hinder you. That's good. But you're not going to really be using that much, I would say. Hinge, swivel at the shoulder, of course. Swivel at the bicep. Double jointed elbow. Hinge, swivel at the wrist. Hinge, ab crunch there. And crunchy waist. We've seen this all before. Ball jointed hips. For all that motion. Thigh cut. Double jointed knee. That really loose boot cut, at least on this side much better. And then the foot has ankle pivot and a hinge, so you get all the swiveling and pivoting that you need. So there you go, standard Marvel Legends on this one. Here's what the inside looks like. The cape, very nicely done, really good. I didn't even look at that before. The inside of the cape is nicely textured. Very cool, matches up with his gauntlets nicely. And then it has a little hole there that you want to stick. This is why before, it's kind of loose on him. I think this was off because I took this out to look at that head before. There we go. Now he's all situated, and he looks good. You know, like this is definitely. Well, he does have a little bit of trouble standing. These things definitely help him out. So, and I'll definitely put him back here to end this. I really like it. I really like it like this. Definitely makes the figure something a little bit special, you know? makes for definitely a nice little display. That's cool. I'm okay with that. I like it. Alright guys, so that's all I have. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts on this one. And until next time, peace out, peeps.